Hi guys, it's Rich here, your coach from Functional Fitness Bristol. Today I'm just going to go through three really effective but simple exercises to help reduce chronic sitting stiffness. So if you're sitting down for most of the day, working, studying, you'll find you're going to get aches and pains in different areas of your body. And these would be three different exercises that would be great for reducing that stiffness and making you feel a little bit better and getting your body moving. So I'll take you through the exercises. So your first exercise is the cat camel, which I'm sure most of you have done before. So you're going to go through here. Okay, so in that tabletop position, hands and feet. And then as you push your back up to the sky or the ceiling, tuck your chin in, arching your back, and then come back down, chin up, drop your back down, and do that. Okay, so up through here, as much range of movement in your spine as you can. Nice big range of movement in your vertebrae, in your spinal column, through here. Okay. Now you can do sort of about 6 to 10 cycles of that, up and down, going through that full range of motion being one cycle, and do 6 to 10. Now that cat camel exercise is fantastic for helping to hydrate your vertebrae and your spine, because when you're sitting for long periods, your vertebrae in your spinal column actually become dehydrated because they're just stuck still and not moving for a long period of time. So it's just getting some fluid back in there, hydrating them, getting some movement back in those joints, which will unstiffen your back and it'll make you feel a lot better and a lot looser. So cat camel was that first one, fantastic exercise, really great to do first thing in the morning actually as you get up. Second exercise would be a lunge and twist. So it's good for releasing hip flexors that can get tight again when you're sitting for a long period. So here, really simply, just lunge forwards, kick them into a lunge position, push your hip down, so just make sure your back hip, squeeze your bum on your back hip, so you're feeling a stretch through your front hip flexor on that back leg, finding that nice position, good posture, and then we're just going to do a little gentle twist over the front knee here. Okay. Twisting through. Now as you twist, you'll find you'll increase that stretch at the top of that hip, right on top of that hip flexor. Again, do about 10 twists on one side, and then repeat the same process on the other side. All the time through this movement, make sure you're keeping your bum squeezed at the back, keep pushing that hip forwards to feel that stretch in that full hip extension position. It's the hip extension that's important because it's that's going to give you that nice stretch, and it's the lack of hip extension when you're sitting. There's lots and lots of hip flexion when you're sitting that causes your hips just to seize up a little bit and to tighten. It's a really nice one. Lunge and twist to release those hips off a little bit, which will spare your lower back as well. So that's your second exercise. Your third exercise is going to be a thoracic extension. So your thoracic spine is the upper mid part of your back. And again, it's really important to keep that mobilized and as less stiff as possible. So which can stiffen up when you're obviously sitting down for long periods and rounding shoulders and hunching over. So this is a really nice one to mobilize that area of your back. So what you're going to need for this is just a chair or something you can basically rest your elbows onto. Okay, so you'll put your elbows on the seat, or anything you can sort of get your elbows onto quite comfortably, and then you're going to drop your head down, hands behind you, and you're just going to drop your body down or your shoulders down into that stretch there. Okay. Now, with this exercise, you're trying not to, when you drop down, arch your lower back too much. There's no need for that. Just keep your back in a nice neutral position. And you're focusing on getting the movement coming from your shoulders and that mid part of your thoracic spine, okay? So dropping down, focus on moving through your thoracic spine. And what you can do through here is just come up a little bit, rep it, and then sort of push back down into that position. There, and then back up. Small range of movement. Just get as much as you can. You're going to feel that stretching through the shoulders and potentially the back of your arms as well. Okay? So that's your thoracic extension exercise. Really effective for getting your mid and upper back moving nicely. And it will complement the cat-camel, which gets the full spinal column moving up and down and focuses a little bit more on the lower back. And then also the lunge and twist, which will help to just loosen off those hip flexors that can get quite tight when you're sitting. Okay guys, so 3 simple exercises you can do just to help to loosen off if you're sitting for long periods of the day.